of God's Word. Here's what it says in 1 Samuel chapter 30, commencing at verse 3. It says, when David and his men reached Ziklag, they found it destroyed by fire, and their wives and sons and daughters taken captive. So David and his men wept aloud until they had no strength left to weep. David's two wives had been captured, Ahinoam of Jezreel and Abigail, the widow of Nabal of Carmel. David was greatly distressed because men were talking of stoning him. Each one was bitter in spirit because of his sons and daughters. But David, the word says, found strength in the Lord his God.
Yeah.
In the midst of distress, in the midst of discouragement, in the midst of devastation and tragedy, in the midst of the outbreak, you and I, like David, can find strength in the Lord our God.
Yeah.
And on today, the message is simply this: do yourself a favor. If you're at home and you're with family and friends, what we do at Sunlight is what you can do with us right now, and that is look to your neighbor, look to your left or right, tell them, do yourself a favor. If that person didn't smile back at you and they didn't look too excited to hear you tell them that, look to someone else on the other side or turn around behind you, look in front of you, tell them, on today, in the midst of the coronavirus, the pastor wants us to do just this. Do yourself a favor. We often tell one another when we want to convey that there's something that we can do for ourselves that would be beneficial to us, that would provide advancement in our lives, that would make our lives easier, make our lives better. We often say to others, do yourself a favor.
Yeah, yeah.
And on today, I've come to say that in the midst of crisis, in the midst of tragedy, in the midst of lives being lost, in the midst of persons being uncertain about whether or not they even have the virus, I've come to say that you and I can do ourselves a favor. Yeah. And we can remain confident in our God, even in the midst of crisis.
Yeah. Amen.
Because when I look at this fascinating narrative of David's life, it portrays and pictures for us and illustrates for us a very fascinating scenario. Yeah. Because we have this man named David. He exhibited an unusual character. And anyone who knows David's life knows that David, at different parts and portions and junctures of his life, he struggled with personal morality, but he was also a man of great spiritual maturity.
Yeah.
Because the Bible says that David was destined for greatness, but the challenge that David had was that while he was destined to be Israel's king, he had to be developed along the way.
Yes, sir.
And if I could add or slide something in right here for those of you who are watching and those of you who are listening, that right now, even in the midst of this virus, you might be questioning whether or not God is going to allow you to fulfill your destiny in this life and to realize your dreams and to fulfill your aspirations. And I've come to affirm that David is an instructive story for us, because what David's life does is it shows us that while we are destined to do great things, that sometimes God has to develop us along the way. Because if God does not develop us, then when we reach our destination, we won't be able to handle it. And so God was developing David, and so what God did was God allowed David to serve the man that he would replace.
All right.
And can I tell you something? That David was serving King Saul. Saul, however, was elected by the people, and David was being selected by God. And I want you to catch that, because it's important to know that King Saul was Israel's first king. Saul stood head and shoulders above the other men in the land, and yet it was young, ruddy David, who was a shepherd boy, who was tending his father's sheep, that was called in one day, and he was anointed in the presence of all of his older brothers, because God often uses those we least expect to do his greatest deeds. And so David had been serving, he was called into the service of God, and catch this, David was anointed for the throne, but he could not yet ascend to the throne. Because I said earlier that David had to be developed so that when he reached his destination, he could handle it. So David found himself being developed, and one day, David literally found himself having to run for his life. Because King Saul, if you never read the story, was so insecure. He was so frustrated. He was so taken aback by what he saw God about to do in David's life. Rather than celebrate David and pass the baton and support the next king, Saul tried to kill him. And so David literally found himself on the run. On a couple of occasions, David had to escape the spear and the attempts at sabotage from the man that he served. And David, on a couple of occasions, demonstrated how much character he had, because catch this, on more than one occasion, twice, God allowed David to be in position to take Saul out. And you know that if you go back tonight and read your Bible, you'll find out that David, in both occasions, had to resist the temptation of obtaining for himself prematurely what God had promised to give him. And in this life, if you're going to have the kind of character that can sustain you in a time like this, you're going to have to resist the temptation of getting ahead of God and allow God to take you forward according to his own schedule. And so David had great character, but David's character would ironically bring complications to his life. Because when we look at the story of David, we understand that while David was on the run, David ironically ended up finding refuge in the presence and in the companionship of a foreign king. King Achish of Gath, the Bible says, was the ruler of Philistine territory. And while David was on the run from Saul, King Achish understood that and decided, ironically, that he would allow David, who was fleeing King Saul, to take up refuge in a land called Ziklag. And therefore, Ziklag was the land that David and the men, the soldiers that followed him, that they took up residence, they occupied that land, they had their families there, because God has a way sometimes of giving you companions, friends, and allies in what you might assume is enemy territory. And in this life, that's why you have to be careful how you treat people, because you don't know who God will use to be a blessing to your life. And so God used King Achish to bless David, and one day David is out, he's in battle, he has all the men with him, and he returns home with his fellow soldiers, only to find that though he had been out, though he had demonstrated strength and valor, all the men with him who were full of strength and valor and bravery and audacity, they came home to crisis. They came home and saw their wives were gone, their children were gone. And like you and I today, right now, they were dealing with crisis. They were dealing with hopelessness. They were dealing with devastation. They were dealing with the unknown, the uncertainty, not knowing if they would be able to recover from the situation. And it got so bad that even his men wanted to stone David. Because when you're in leadership, you're going to get the credit and the blame. And so David was receiving the pressure of all of the devastation and the discouragement of this situation. The Bible says that the men of David wanted to stone him, and this would become the toughest test yet in David's life, because it will provide us with instructions and with an illustration of how to handle crisis when it shows up in your life. And so here's the question: how can we overcome crisis when it's consuming every aspect of our life? How do we not allow the crisis that consumes the external surroundings of our lives, how do we keep that from getting to the inside of our minds and our hearts and our spirits? How do we keep going and remain hopeful? And how do we remain faithful in this moment of pandemic, in this moment of paranoia, in this moment of panic and worry? How does the church show
Talk.
that we can put faith in God and trust that God can care for us and sustain us, just like He cared and sustained us when we had the Ebola, and when you've had the cold, and when you've had the flu, and when you've had cancer, and when you've overcome other maladies? How can we trust that God can still do that now?
Yeah.
In the midst of this process.
Yeah.
And so I come to say, do yourself a favor and exercise faith in a God who has power and whose power is never diminished by our circumstances.
Right.
That's really the message, friends and family. Put your faith in a God whose power cannot be diminished by these circumstances. Put your faith in God, knowing that God's power is never threatened by the severity of our situation. Put your faith in God, knowing that God's power is never weakened by the urgency of our lives. Put your faith in God's power because you understand that it's never jeopardized by the ugliness of our circumstance. And let me tell you, let me admit, it's pretty ugly out there. You've got elders and persons in nursing homes who've literally been trapped, could not get out, could not get treatment. There are those who are waiting for testing, waiting to find out if they're going to be able to make it. And I've come to affirm today that you and I can trust that God's power has not been compromised. He still sits on the throne. He still sits high but looks low. And you and I can put our trust in the Lord. Look at somebody at home and tell them, put your trust in the Lord. Keep your faith in God because He is able to sustain us in this situation. So do yourself a favor and keep your faith in God. Because when I look at this story, I find out that if you and I are going to do what David did, if we're going to do ourselves a favor, I want us to understand that we must find security. Because the text says that they came home, that they saw all of their families were gone, were kidnapped, were taken away. And the Bible says that even after the men wanted to come after David, that the Bible says David encouraged himself, found strength, and decided to put his trust in the Lord, his God. And when you look at what that says is he secured himself, secured his life, found a sense of security in the Lord, because you remember it was the same Lord, his God, that had secured him and had distinguished him and had elevated him. When God had anointed him, when He brought him in front of his brothers, it was the Lord who put him in position to fight Goliath, to stand where the other men would not stand, and it was his God that delivered him. David said, the same God, if you go back and read 1 Samuel 17, the same God who watched over me when I was wrestling with bears and with lions as a shepherd boy is the same God that will provide deliverance for me in my battle with Goliath. And you and I can attest to the fact that even right now, our deliverance, our security, our sense of peace and hope and tranquility in this moment of paranoia and panic, it comes from securing our lives in the Lord. He's the Lord our God, which means He's supreme. He reigns above, even with all of the governmental tactics and agencies which we must follow and adhere to. There's another power that's greater than our government. There's a throne that's greater than the White House, and that's the throne occupied by the Lord in heaven. So find security, friends and family, in the Lord your God. Because David strengthened himself, encouraged himself in the Lord. You and I can encourage ourselves, but we've got to do it in the Lord. I've got to move on, but you and I must encourage ourselves, not in and of ourselves, but in the Lord. But here's the second and final thing I want to say today, and that is, do yourself a favor, find security in the Lord. Secure your life in the Lord. But secondly and finally, submit your life to the Lord. It's very simple, because some of you are watching and you've never been into a church, you've never gone to church. church, you've never attended church. And so I wanted to make this clear and simple for us today. Not only can you secure your life in the Lord, but then you must submit your life to the Lord.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing to acknowledge that God is in control. It's another thing to live knowing that God is in control. It's one thing to declare that God is able. It's another thing to demonstrate that you believe it and show that in how you live.
Yeah.
Because David says, the story says, if you read verses 6 and 7, that David, for the first time in this narrative, took time to go to the Lord in prayer. And the Bible says that David inquired. He took the ephod of the priest, and he went and inquired of the Lord. He went to the Lord and said, should I go after the men that came and took our families away? And when the answer came, God's response was, yes, you can go after and pursue them, but here's what you're going to do. You're not merely going to raid and get revenge. You're going to rescue them, and I'm going to make you successful.
Yeah.
But you must submit to doing it my way. And so in this time of crisis, in this time of pandemic, you and I can find security in the Lord, but we must also submit ourselves to the Lord. Because really, in the midst of social distancing, in the midst of having to be safe and keep a certain distance from certain interactions, if we're going to remain connected in this society, we've got to submit ourselves to doing things the way that God would honor them and in a way that would bring glory to the Lord's name. And the Bible says that David got the news, he got the response from God, and he decided that he would not go on a revenge campaign, but that he would go on a rescue operation.
Yeah.
And he went, he pursued to get and recover and rescue the wives, the children, to bring them back, restored and recovered, so that all the men could be reunited and reconnected in their families. And what was amazing about this, though, is that David had finally submitted himself in a way that he changed his approach. Because David, with all the plunder and with his authority as the man who was the leader of men, he decided that he would redistribute all the plunder, so that even the men that were too exhausted to go and help with the battle, that he would take all of that back. And David said, we're going to make sure every family has what they need. And do you understand right now that in this moment of pandemic, in this moment of crisis, that we need people who can serve others, we need people who can be selfless and not selfish, that we need people who can have the lives of others on their minds, the well-being of others on their minds, that we do not need to be inward and insulated and isolated in our thinking, but we have to be selfless and sacrificial in this moment. And so David was able to recover all that they lost because he submitted himself to the Lord. And can I close this out with this?
Yeah.
Our recovery, friends and family, is pending. Our recovery is pending because the means by which we can be healed of the coronavirus, for those who have contracted it, has yet to be developed. And someone may know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Our recovery from the coronavirus is pending.
Yeah.
We're waiting on treatment because healing has not been developed yet. But can I tell you something that you can do right now? That there's another recovery that some of us who do not know God need, that has already been promised and put in place. And the means by which you can receive healing, not from the coronavirus, but from the sins of your life, the struggles of my life, the only way we can get healing and restoration is that we put our faith in the Lord Jesus Christ. That healing has already been put in place. Because one day Jesus died. And one day he stayed dead. And he stayed dead the next day. But on the third, the authority and the power to secure your life even even in the midst of struggle and in the midst of sickness and pandemic and disease. And then submit your life to the Lord. Because if you're going to acknowledge that God is in control, then why not give him control of every aspect of your life? And if you do that, I promise you that God will bless not only you and your family, but he'll allow you to be a blessing to other families. And in this moment, we not only need healing, but we need better hearing. We need to listen to God's voice, and we need to trust God and understand that right now, if we trust in the Lord, he can and he will bring us through. God bless you. We love you. And I want to do this before we go. If you are sitting there, if you're tuned in, if you're watching and you've never given your life to the Lord Jesus Christ, I want to take this moment and I want to personally invite you from wherever you are, in the state, in the nation, or across the globe, to pray this prayer with me. It's the prayer that acknowledges you are a sinner. It simply means that you and I have struggles, that you and I have shortcomings, you and I, we've made mistakes. But if you pray this prayer with me, you can invite the restoration and usher in the salvation of your life to secure your soul and have an eternal security that when you leave this earth, that you know that you'll spend eternity with the Lord Jesus Christ. And so, look this way, and if you need to pray this prayer, repeat after me. Lord, I'm a sinner. Lord, I need you in my life. Lord, I've made mistakes. God, I've made some bad choices. But God, I'm here to say that I believe in your Son, Jesus Christ. I believe that he lived. I believe that he died. And I believe that you raised him from the grave. And he walked out and he ascended into heaven. And God, I believe that one day, when he returns as the reigning Redeemer, that I'll be with him for eternity. Friends and family, if you pray that prayer, understand that you don't have to wait to celebrate, that you can celebrate right now that your life has been secured and that your life has been submitted unto the Lord. And I pray that as this coronavirus takes its course, and I trust that as God provides us with wisdom and knowledge and understanding going forward, and I pray with the assurance that God will, if we turn to him, he will comfort us, care for us, sustain us, and keep us. That when we get to the place where we overcome this virus, that you will know it was nobody but the Lord who enabled you to make it through. Do yourself a favor. Keep your faith in God. God bless you. We love you.
Amen. Amen. Beautiful. Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's a wrap, y'all. Beautiful, man.
10:35.
Oh, beautiful.